Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex. And today I want to talk about the New Year's events in Marvel Future Fight. But before we get into that, I want to say Happy New Year or Happy New Year's Eve, depending on where you are and when you watch this video. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you're a longtime subscriber or new subscriber or not at all, your support in any way, shape, or form is appreciated and helps me continue to do what I'm doing. So I just wanted to extend my gratitude to everybody out there, whether you're hitting the thumbs up or the thumbs down or nothing at all. Just watching and being part of the community, silently or actively, means a lot to me, and I cherish you guys indefinitely. So let's jump into the New Year's events for Marvel Future Fight, because we thought leading up to January or December 31st, January 1st, that we weren't going to get any events and it was going to be a bit quiet, but they decided to come up with something possibly last minute to kind of set us up and roll us into the new year. So if you want to take a look at the full versions of everything I'm going to be talking about, if you go over to the gift tab in your inbox and you go over to notice, you can hit open, you can follow the link at the top there, or you can go to the MOBA Room page. But essentially there are 5 New Year's events that are happening. The only one that's happening right now is the New Year event quest, as well as the boost point event, which is just going to be in your inbox for you to collect, that you can then use and hopefully get lucky and get a CTP of patience. The New Year event quest I'll cover in a minute. Essentially what you do is just your everyday quests. You do story missions, you do dimension rifts in, packs of 1, 2, or 3, or 5, and then special missions. It's really straightforward co-op plays, and then you get these boxes. I haven't opened any of them yet, but you can claim each one and open them all. It's probably going to get a bit tedious, so you probably want to do all of your dailies and then go back and open all of the chests all together. But they have varying items. That's probably one of the best ones in the game, in the chest that you can actually get. That's amazing. Wow. A 5-star rank up ticket. I was going to list all the different items that you can get, but I think I just got pretty lucky. Thanks, RNGesus. It's a great way to start 2018, I guess. But you can get about 20,000 gold, you can get gear up kits, you can get a few XP chips, energy, clear tickets, Norn Stones of Chaos. Maybe the 60 Norn Stones of Chaos are the best option. You can get a 6-star ISO 8, you can get 60 rank 1 black antimatter, or you can get a 5-star or 6-star rank up ticket or mastery ticket. So I got probably one of the best ones, especially for newer players. That 5-star rank up ticket for someone like Clea is crucial, but that is the first event. The second one, as I mentioned already, is the boost points, which I think is nice. 50 boost points per day for about 5 days is pretty decent. That's 250 boost points. It would be better if we had a higher drop rate for items, but frankly, I don't expect more than 5% of the community to actually get anything worthwhile out of those boost points. So they could even double it to 100 and it wouldn't be such a big deal. They could even give us 218 to mirror the kind of 2018 hilarity that they're doing with the gold and stuff like that, but that's okay. Then the third item we're getting is going to start in 2018. It's just going to be a gift that you get in your inbox at a certain time. It's going to go for 5 days, and it's the material gift chest. This material gift chest is just going to have a lot of the same items that we described from the other gift chest, except there are no tickets, clear tickets, or upgrade tickets, but there are clear tickets. But there are other things like uniform XP chips, Phoenix feathers, Mcron crystals, and uniform upgrade kits and stuff like that. So it's a little bit of a different grab bag, but it's still just free stuff for you to get just for playing the game, just for logging in. So if you're new to the game, or if you've been a bit inactive, I think now is the time to start logging in again and making sure that you're up to date every day with all of your daily quests, story missions, special missions, co-op stuff, because you're going to collect a lot of residual rewards just by being around for the next 5 or 6 days. And then who knows, the 10th is coming up pretty rapidly, and that is when Netmarble is dropping update 3.7, as per their announcement before about the loot boxes being taken out. So there is a strong possibility that this game is going to get a huge injection of new players if 3.7 is going to be a massive update. The last time we had an update at the turn of the year, it was after the Asgardian update, which was a huge bump for the game. New chapter in the story missions, new native tier 2, a lot of content, a lot of fun stuff came out of the Asgardian update. So I can't wait to see what Netmarble has in store for us, what the management and the developers have been working on. Hopefully it's something as good as 3.6 was bad. If it was an exact opposite, then we're in store for a huge treat to knock off and start off 2018. I'm excited about it. Then we have the World Boss Dimension Rifts. These are starting a little bit later, so I can't cover them quite yet. They're starting on the 2nd day of January, but they're very straightforward. If you ever played them before, they play exactly the way that they've always played. You face either Ebony and Black Dwarf, or you face Corvus and his wife Proxima. I don't want to complain about these, but I do wish that Netmarble would provide some kind of change up and some creativity to this World Boss Dimension Rift. I mean, I think these have been around for 6 months or a year now. They've been in the same state that they've been in since they were introduced, except for the fact that they were toned down. Originally, they were very hard. They were much harder than they are now, and the time that you had to complete the mission was actually shorter, so it was extremely difficult. You had to go in with very strong teams, and they made it very, very easy, which is fine. The rewards are pretty nice. The gold is great, but I really wish they would put Supergiant, Thanos, and even the new world bosses in. I would love to do a world boss double dimension rift against Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver at the same time. Even have 2 world bosses on the stage at the same time, and you have 2 health bars that you have to knock out. You could even have combo attacks that they do at the same time that you have to dodge, and have some kind of skill there with kiting and manually moving the joystick. There's a lot of room for improvement on the World Boss Dimension Rifts, and I think they're one of the most enjoyable kind of limited time events that Netmarble does, similar almost to the faction battles. People really like it when the World Boss Dimension Rifts come around. Netmarble could really spice them up and make them even more enjoyable when they do crop up from time to time. Just remember that you need to save energy for those events, because they do cost energy, and if you fail the mission, you lose the energy, so you don't want to gamble on those with bad characters if you can help it. The last one we have is one that people particularly don't like, I think, especially with the loot boxes still in the game, but it is a crystal spending event. So just to be clear, you don't have to spend any crystals, but if you happen to want to spend crystals, whether you're buying comic card chest or CTP chest or another kind of item in the game that costs crystals, not money, it costs crystals, you will receive a reward, and this goes all the way up to a mega rank up ticket if you spend 10,000 crystals. Now, in the past, I've kind of complained about these crystal events as being too prohibitive and too expensive. I mean, 10,000 crystals for just a mega rank up ticket. Most players who are spending that many crystals already have most characters and most of their roster at 6 stars, so the mega rank up ticket is not very helpful. It could be a tier 2 ticket or something different entirely, like 5 million or 10 million gold. But this crystal event is definitely very good for new players. If you're just joining this game in the last couple of months and you want to spend money to catch up to the high-end veteran players, spending a lot of crystals right now makes sense for a lot of different reasons. There are some good sales on for crystals. There may be good sales that come out later on, especially into the new year, for new characters in the update, and you can get a lot of different items just by spending those crystals that you would spend anyways to catch up. So it makes sense for those that are being targeted, which are new players. And it also makes sense that a lot of these events and a lot of these boxes and items that you can get from these New Year's event quests are also geared towards new players. Things like gear up kits, things like dimension debris, energy, XP chips, this all benefits people who are trying to play the catch-up game. 300 is, or 30 is really low though. This could be 300, and it's still only 20% of what you need to get a character from level 1 to level 60. So I think they should really revisit some of these numbers. They're grossly under statted for the amount of, trouble you go to get these items. 30 Norn Stones, yeah, they could, again, it could be like 50 or 100. The last thing I want to talk about is the items in the store that are new. There's one new sale going on right now, and it is the New Year pack. It costs $12 in Canadian currency. It might be different in your country, so don't panic. It might be different as well. I'm on Android. You could be on iOS. It could be a different price, but it won't vary by too many more dollars up or down. But essentially, you get 1,000 crystals and 10 million gold. Now, given the state of the game and given the fact that a lot of people have been avoiding purchasing anything with real money because of the ultimate loot boxes, I do have to preface what I'm saying with the notion that I'm not going to be buying this. And from a moral standpoint of view, I would say that I can't buy this. But from a purely logical and financial standpoint of view, this is a great deal. The 1,000 crystals is pretty a little bit low on the low end for the amount of money you get. It's pretty much a one-to-one deal at this price point, but the 10 million gold is easily worth 500 or 1,000 crystals by itself. Just to get the 10 million gold up front without having to grind for it, it might be actually worth more than 1,000 crystals. It might be worth 1,500 crystals because you're saving all the energy and all the other steps and the time you would take to actually grind that gold out yourself. So I think this is a really great value. I wish that they had done more New Year's packs. I guess they're probably deterred by the boycott and by the fact that spending is down in general, but if they had more packs like the New Year pack and we weren't in the midst of a boycott, I would be buying up every single pack that they could sell to me. So if you are a new player and your morals lie somewhere else, or you're just kind of looking at it from the logical financial standpoint of view, this is a great investment. 10 million gold is going to go a long way. You can only buy one, but I mean that's 25% of the way to a new tier 2 character, so it's really going to help. And if you don't use it on a tier 2 character, you can use it to shore up. You can use it to tier 2 for different characters naturally with items and with resources if you have them. So it's a really great value for just a small amount of money for $12, about the same as a bio pack if you look at it that way. So overall, I would have to say that I think Netmarble has a pretty good place, or has put themselves in a pretty good position moving into the new year. I would like to see more creativity and a bit more effort on their part when they do events. I feel like a lot of it is rehashed and just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, but it is definitely better than nothing. Some games, and we're lucky to have this one, but some games don't even have New Year's events, or they just have one. We have 5, so it's a lot better than 1 as far as my math is concerned. I just, from a personal point of view, I would like to see more creativity and more effort from the team behind this game. But let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your plans are for the new year and how you enjoyed or didn't enjoy 2017. I look forward to another year with you guys here on YouTube and over on Twitch for the live streams. Thank you so much for all of your support and your continued praise and criticism. And of course, say it with me now, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Happy New Year.